Should start on 6, but whatever.
How dare you?
Hello!
Hello, hello.
Hello!
Hello, one and all. Today, well, it's my lucky turn to be DM for this glorious group of individuals, and my campaign is Aglarond High. For those of you who are new to the stream or joining us through the posted YouTube video, we join Aglarond as a group of budding adventurers. Aglarond High is a venerated school that's been open for countless centuries in a large metropolis city, Vardonyl, brimming with throughout its various districts. And we join our party in their first year, summer, before they become second years in Aglarond High. Last session, we had the party given a mission, a quest, if you will, by Dan's parents. Their order, the Order of Helm. And with that, it kind of comes to spirit. We haven't introduced our players. Let's start off with Brent. You want to give us a little background? Who are you?
Hello. I'm Reneth Bodges. I'm an Eladrin Elf fighter of the superiority variety with his, well, I think it's called the Battle Master, but I have superiority die. And I'm a bit of just a general ruffian and a good tactician. And I come from a military background with a mercenary group called the Silent Rain. And I came to the academy to perform a mission, and I made friends along the way.
Fantastic. Peter.
Hey, I'm Peter. I'm playing Atomic Dan. Just picture me with a huge pompadour. He's a human, sort of, an atomic human, if you will. Kind of a fusion between Space Dandy and like a Super Saiyan. And he originally went to school to cause some trouble, but somewhere along the way, he met some really great friends. And now they're still getting into trouble. That's what we've been up to.
Over to Bernier.
Hey, I'm playing Carl Havoc. My step-parents, well, my adopted parents, they dumped me at that school. And I was thrown into this kind of like fight with these guys. And then I beat the crap out of them. And ever since then, we've been thick as thieves. I won't let anybody beating them up but me.
And CJ.
I'm playing Zola Monty, wizard, sorcerer, still figuring out which path to take. But I know whatever path I take, I will take it with these friends of mine.
And last but certainly not least, we have Shy.
I'm playing Arabella Vasily. The pleasure will always be yours, as she is iconic. No one is amazing as her, not her sister especially. She is a Vreloka bard. Words are her weapon, because the pen is mightier than the sword, especially when she can just tell someone to do the sword fighting for her. So her intentions are she wants to make her own way in life, and she plans to do it through companionship and utilizing the skill of others.
And now that we've been introduced to the party, we left off with the party having explored a bit of Vardonyl they hadn't explored before. The city district Hallows. The Hallows are the district in which hold all the ancient temples, mausoleums, and just statuesque buildings that had been wrought with passion and great dedication. They tried to find rumor of a goddess named Shar. Through some speaking with individuals and a bit of information gathering at the Temple of Helm, they found out that Shar was, in fact, the sister of the goddess Saloon. Using that as a starting point, they visited Saloon's temple in the Hallows. Not having found too much information at that temple, they continued searching around the Hallows district until they found robed figures sneaking about and followed them back to the Temple of Saloon, in which, following them further deeper into the temple, they suddenly lost track of them. And through a very, very well done skill check, they perceived that there was, in fact, a secret hidden trigger that brought them to a hidden underground chamber. But first, we had one member of the party that was not with everyone else. Carl had been unfortunately missed as the party had been beamed up and away by Dan's signature mode of transportation. And he did his own investigating to try and figure out where the party had gone to. Carl, where do you think you would have gone to find out a bit more information about this?
About where the party went?
No, about because you had heard that the mission had been to find out any information you could about Shar. So where do you think you would have gone?
Well, I either would have gone. I don't know that Carl would really. Do I know about any temples to Sharn or any?
You know.
How much about Sharn do I know?
Roll me a religion check.
Sure. Absolutely. Positively. Religion. Very bad. It works.
All right,
so that's an 8.
You don't
A
particularly
9
know
on the
too
die.
much about Shar, but it was mentioned that she was a goddess. Zola lives in a temple, or what used to be a temple. You know that. So maybe if you head in that direction, you think you'd be able to find maybe something out.
Where does Zola live?
Before, so you would remember the way. She lives in the Hallows district. As some of those temples,
I see.
when abandoned, had been taken over by individuals who were looking to make a home for themselves that might be a bit more well off than others in the city.
Okay. And at this point, I've found my crystal communicator.
At this point, no, you haven't.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to go look for that for sure. Like, that's immediately what I'm like. I wouldn't have. I feel like I'd backtrack the dumpsters I visited first.
You do know
100%.
that you had gone to one particular dumpster outside of a fry shack, actually. So.
Oh, perfect. So I'm gonna speed back over there. I'm gonna all out sprint.
So you sprint towards the back
And it's like, oh,
of that
where is it?
that fry shack that you know so well, and you've had some fine meals there. So just thinking of that place kind of gives you that rumble in your stomach, and might be time for lunch.
Can I roll like a wisdom save or something to ignore that feeling, to dismiss
Sure,
it?
go for it.
That's
All
a
right.
5.
You get in the
I'm hungry.
vicinity
Fuck,
of
I'm hungry.
Gaetan's chip stand, and just the
Mm.
smell of his concoctions of potatoes and yams, sliced along with meat gravy and cheese curds, just really gets to you. It's
Yeah. I still go around back and I'll knock on the back of the back door to the shack.
so after a little while you hear, "Whoa,
Hey, Getty.
give me a second,
Get it.
give me a second," and kind of come lumbering through and opening this door. You see this large bugbear kind of just standing there. What do you want?
Getty, I need a medium poutine, okay? And I need it tout garni, all right? The works.
See, all right. Give me a second.
Yeah. And then I get to searching for him. I dive into, just take a giant leap into the dumpster.
All right.
I like cannonball in there.
And so you're searching through. A few minutes pass, and Gaetan comes back out and he's like, "Where'd you go?" "In the dumpster again. Look, I'm giving you food. You don't need a dumpster dive."
Leave it. Just leave it on the side. I'll leave you some coins.
Fine.
You know
He
I'm good
puts
for
it
it.
down and walks back in. Roll me a little investigation check.
Big money, baby. Come on. That's a 16.
So, as you scrounge around in this, you hear a little ring. And searching through
I can hear it with
beneath
my nose.
a unfortunately opened box of leftover gravy lies
Perfect.
your crystal.
Just lick that shit off.
However,
Beautiful. Yeah.
before you can reach for it, a hand touches your shoulder.
The raccoon.
You turn to see your long lost friend, Ori Bones.
Carl,
Ori!
what are you doing in the dumpster again?
Ori, I lost my phone. I mean, my communication crystal.
When did you get a crystal?
Or whatever they're
You've
called.
gotten that cool since I've been gone that you have your own crystal?
I always had one. Okay, my rents are loaded, dude.
I always forget because you're usually in dumpsters.
It tastes better when it's got
I'll
funk
climb
on it.
in the dumpster. We're like, what? So what are we looking for? Like, give him a hug. It's like a little
This.
side hug.
And I reach down into it as she's trying to hug me.
What? Yeah. What are we looking for? Sorry.
This.
Pulled out from underneath this open box of leftovers is this gravy covered crystal that Carl's holding in his hand.
I got that long tongue. It's like wrapping around the crystal.
Oh, Carl, I miss your belligerence.
I missed you too. Where'd you go?
I felt really nervous after everything, and I felt kind of weak. And Uncle Jimmy sent me here to get stronger, so I felt like I needed to go away to study a little bit,
Ori, it's okay. We kicked their butts, they kicked our butts, and now we're gonna kick butts together.
I left a little thank you or like an apology on one of their lawns, and like I hope they got it. I didn't hear anything, so I felt extra weird.
You mean all those bones?
Yeah.
The dead
Yeah, the
bones, the carcasses.
Wait, is that it?
Oh, Ori.
Is that not a normal thing to do? We do that back home all the time.
Well, they didn't really take it right, and I thought maybe it was a threat, and you were coming for us. I thought the whole time you were stalking us like some sort of demon in the night.
No, I was doing a lot of camping.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh well, I hope they don't. Do you think they,
let me just
think they
check this.
fight
Hold on.
if I showed up again, and I'll like cover my face some more. Still standing in the dumpster.
Nah, they like me now. I'll put in a good
Wow,
word for you.
You really became one of the cool kids, huh?
Just by I guess by proxy.
Well,
that's what they say, anyways. I don't know what proxy means.
I guess it's kind of true. And I'll like climb out, start eating the food that they left for him. Oh, this stuff's great.
I've probably been eating in the dumpster as I've searched anyways, so I'm like satiating my hunger with thrown out scraps.
Good old Carl.
I always make characters that eat garbage and
Look, if
bugs.
there's something you want to live out in real life, sometimes you gotta do it in fantasy.
Danny DeVito.
I think it's because I'm so squeamish in real life.
Next character is just going to be the trash man. Show up on the scene,
Beautiful.
Trash everywhere.
Ruckus. It's the opposite of Ruckus, his worst enemy. Anyways,
Okay.
I'm gonna check my crystal and see if there's been any
So
conversation.
the crystal had
amongst the group.
rung earlier. A little chime had gone off, and you see that they had been messaging back and forth. They found a robed individual kind of rushing through the streets of the Hallows, and they were set off to
Perfect.
find them and follow them.
All right, Ori, hop on. We got to get to the Hollows.
All right, it's been a long time. Oh, we can jump on his back, hold tight. I guess
Start running.
Like running in place until I
And
build up
as
momentum.
a true Hanna-Barbera cartoon, Carl dashes off towards the Hallows.
even if you smell like garbage, this is real nice, Carl.
Even as quick as
Good to have you
Carl
back.
is, it does take him a while to run across the city to the Hallows. But
If I'm dashing, it's 80 feet per 6
Yep.
seconds.
no, you are fast, but the city's larger.
Not as fast as Dan, unfortunately.
Still got a little while to go to catch you.
Fastest
I'm not
man
atomic
around.
enough.
Ooh. Yeah.
And so you are once more greeted by the sight of the Hallows, primarily dedicated to places of worship. Some still in use, others appropriated for other purposes. You get there to see another message on your crystal saying the robed individuals had met up and gone into the Temple of Saloon.
Hold on.
Well, I'll probably like give the crystal to Ori because I'm like running with her on my back. So
Yeah.
Ori, you're the one probably reading out the messages to me.
Don't
Yeah.
text and drive, kid.
What the hell's a saloon?
Oh, it's like a bar.
It's a bar.
Yeah, a rowdy one.
Shoot. I don't know about any bars around here. Maybe we should
Wait,
ask
is there
somebody.
a way to guys see like if there's like a way to see where to go on the crystal?
So no one has sent a location on the crystal itself. So there isn't there's no map
Send location.
that you can currently see on the crystal itself.
Yeah.
Having not been to this place before, and there's no mapping function on the crystal itself.
I'll just type back, where is saloon? Saying it out loud. Like, this is neat, Carl. Why'd you never show me this?
I never had a reason to use it. I didn't know anybody else who had one.
Hmm. Pretty
Except for my stupid step parents, and they don't even want to message. They don't. Ah.
Well, every time I called you, you were eating garbage. I probably wouldn't want to call you either.
I never looked at it that way.
Oh, I'll be like,
Pick up a piece of gum off the ground.
oh, Carl.
As you're speaking relatively loudly, kind of like on the outskirts, as you walk into the Hallows, there are a number of individuals walking back and forth. This time of day, or rather of evening, is
Oh,
the
perfect.
time for the congregations
Like prayers?
to meet up for mass to begin in the various different
Hey.
temples.
Excuse me.
So
Excuse me.
you pick up the closest. You kind of go to the closest person towards you. It's a human female, and she's, oh yes, sorry, what can I? Yes, young child.
I'll like tap Carl on the head. I'll be like, ask nicely. Still on his back.
Well, what does that do for the
Just
greater
trust
good?
me. It's gonna help. Bop him again.
We're looking for the Temple of
Oh,
Saloon.
Yes, okay. Well,
It's supposed to be like a bar.
not quite. It's actually a temple. It's a place of worship.
It's not a saloon?
It's for saloon, actually.
Oh.
A little bit of a mix-up. I can guess I can see where you got that wrong. It's the first time I've heard of it being said like that, but well, maybe you're from out of town. I won't judge too much. Kind of looks really quickly away. I just just go down this main street here and take a right, then a left, and you should see this large temple. It's in white marble. There's a large just arch with the different phases of the moon on it. You should be able to that's where it is.
Got it. Right, then left.
White moon marble temple. Okay, it's a temple covered in marbles. It's moon. We go this way, right, and then
Left.
Left.
fuck.
Yeah, left, Carl.
Right. Oh,
left.
left. Okay.
Roger, Larry. Yeah.
Blessed day to you. And she kind of like hurries off, having not really
Yeah.
it's
Probably
a little
dip as she's saying
weird
that.
she's not. This is the first time, in fact, that she's seen a small badger on top of a kobold.
A smaller
Oh,
like lizard.
All we need is a
alligator
trench
looking
unusual
lizard.
Scenario to be faced with, especially when not expecting it. But you rush off.
Onward.
On the way, Ori, you see another message appear on the crystal with instructions to go to the back of the temple to look for a bust of a statue of Saloon and to turn her face from inside her cowl
Hmm.
to trigger the staircase to the hidden room.
All right. I go, Carl, looks like we gotta turn a face statue, turn a cowl when we get there. We got
Turn the cow. What's a cow?
don't worry about it. Sorry. Or like take note of this and yeah, keep directing Carl on where to go.
I think I see marbles.
I,
Are those marbles?
You do, in fact, see the white, majestic temple of Saloon with a crowd at this point gathering and filtering in up the steps of the temple for evening prayer.
Like, wow.
Can I circumvent the crowd
You
or like go around
right
it?
through it, in fact, and kind of just
Okay.
bumping your way through. You're small enough, even
Excuse me.
kind of
Pardon
stacked
me.
on top of each
Excuse
other
me.
to get
Excuse me.
through.
I like cover my face, being embarrassed by so many people around. Like, oh, there's a lot of people, Carl.
And
What
once
are we doing?
inside, you break off towards the back of the temple, going around and not to the main prayer chamber. And further in, you do in fact see several statues, and one being the bust of Seiloon.
We would know clearly which one is the bust of Salem.
It is, while maybe not as large as some of the other statues, the work and craftsmanship that has gone into specifically the statues of the goddess herself in this temple are
Mhm.
without a doubt better than anything else made in this temple. So you can tell immediately the difference in craftsmanship. Even though everything else is very finely made, there is special attention taken for anything.
No,
Am I
Carl.
supposed to smash it?
Getting up to it. What do you guys do?
Yeah, I'll hop down, look at the message again to make sure I know exactly what to do, and yeah, go up to the most ornate one and turn its face, or turn its top.
So Seiloon is depicted as a very kind. Again, she has a beautiful face, kind of very elf-like in appearance, serene, graceful, and as you turn this face, on the other side, you see this kind of twisted demonic version of Shar, and her face is in fact on the as if night and day to Seiloon, being her sister, and in fact the almost opposite in worship.
Mhm.
Her face is there,
Oh,
and you guys immediately find yourselves at the top of some stairs,
whoa, that was cool.
and you hear some commotion further underneath.
I'll be like, wait,
I
Carl,
jump.
wait.
Jump down the stairs, and you both come up to the scene that the rest of the party find themselves in at the end of last session. This room is maybe 50 by 50 feet, and it's just old, weathered stone, dark, dingy, just this weird iron smell fills the air. In the chamber itself, there are three hooded figures facing this raised altar, in which a fourth figure is there in a red hood. On the floor beneath these three figures, lower down, is a red colored circle with a five pointed star kind of just smeared across in a huge diagram. The robed figure up on the altar facing the other three has a dagger raised up, and you see hidden by the altar some struggling form that you aren't sure what it is.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
As you see
Okay.
there, I believe it was Renef that had just yelled out to stop this commotion, and the red-robed figure says, "Oh, guys, you're ruining it." And you see that they all turn around to face you, while the three that had their backs to you, and kind of take off their hoods. You see that they are, in fact, students, second years that you've kind of passed in the halls, in the through going to classes, going where you will in Aglarond. You might not know their names, but you see a young Triton, light blue skin, turquoise frills as ears, tangled hair, and just with this sheen of wet, like you see just after getting out of the shower and kind of drying yourself off, but just that little faint glisten of perpetual moisture on his skin and hair.
Ooh, all the
Moisture?
perpetual
Moist.
moisture.
This is the red-robed figure that you see standing and having just spoken to the rest of you. The others you see kind of turn around, and in fact, sorry, there is a black dragonborn, black scales, frills jutting out from just behind his cheekbones, small horns growing from barely bumps up either side of his broad crocodilian nose up to his temples. You see a halfling, long platinum blonde locks of hair falling to his shoulders, bangs barely brushed into his brown eyes, his soft face. And you see a hobgoblin standing there, reddish brown skin, black hair tied back in a ponytail, slightly pointed ears, and large spectacles on his nose. And they all turn to you, surprise etched on their faces, not having expected any interruption to their evening event. And the red-robed figure speaks again. Excuse me, this is a private event. What are you doing here?
What are you doing? You're about
We
to
have a better
kill that
view.
guy.
Yeah.
This is a chicken. We're enacting a ritual.
Is it actually like? Is it actually a chicken?
So you hear from behind the altar just all, and sounds to be a chicken. I apologize for my terrible voice acting, but
That doesn't
like
sound
it
like a
it
chicken.
is in fact, as it kind of struggles, you see the white feathers kind of just extend out from the podium as it kind of gets a bit more free from the distracted Triton's grasp.
I just look at that.
I walk up to check the chicken.
So
Gotta
as
see
you
it to
walk
believe
up,
it.
you do see that there is in fact this struggling chicken kind of just it's somewhat tied, like its feet, to try to like help it to not escape, but he's kind of holding it a bit down with like the other dagger in his hand. It's like I was gonna,
I'm like looking down at the chicken, and then I look up at the Triton in the red robe, and then I just punch him right in the face.
Why would you do that?
You wasted my time. That's what you did. Ugh, let's get out of here, guys.
But
We can't exactly leave them to sacrifice some sort of a poultry in the basement of a goddess of the moon.
Yeah,
Look,
agreed.
all
Wait,
we're
are you
gonna
guys gonna
do
eat that?
is just act as if we're gonna kill. I found this book. We chanted some things, and just gonna
Book?
stab it. And he stabs down into the chicken.
No.
And the blood starts trickling down the altar, and you see that this altar has, in fact, the stone is fashioned in such a way that the blood runs down and into
Blood.
joining the diagram, and the
I
diagram
pull it out.
lights with arcane power, and you just hear him say, "Oh, That wasn't supposed to happen.
Get away from it, Dad.
I like
You
pull the
are
chicken
all
out.
of you kind of like, this is in the center of the room, this diagram. So the three that were in the center kind of just like all back up outside of the diagram. And you see the power build. The arcane magic is swirling.
Sorry, Ori.
This light fills this otherwise dark chamber. You feel that temperature start rising, sweat starts beating on your skin. Then this pillar of flame just shoots up from the ground. And once that flash of light dissipates, you see towering before you this red-skinned creature, humanoid with large, leathery bat wings.
Oh, that sounds
Its
terrible.
head reminiscent of a cow with horns jutting out from either side. In either hand, you see one holding
God.
a longsword, just with crackling blue arcing energy. In the other, this fiery red whip that it cracks down.
Is this a Paolo? Is this a Paolo?
Dares summon me.
As
It looks around at each of you in turn. It's just glowing gaze piercing through. You feel, even though it's within this pentagram, you feel the pressure that it's just exerting
I'm
over
gonna
this
hide
entire
behind
room.
Carl. I'll be like, Carl, what'd you get me into? What is this?
I don't know.
As no one else
I'm sorry.
speaks up, you
I'm
hear
so sorry.
the Triton. Sir, ma'am, it was I who summoned you. As your summoner, I hold power over you, and you must obey my will.
This guy's gonna die.
Oh gosh. This guy's
What is
gonna get
911? I
freaking
whisper.
Yeah.
Call the police.
I'm sorry. I whispered to Arabella, call 911.
Dad, get your dad out here or something.
My dad. Oh, gosh. I got it. It's fine.
So as you all bring out your crystals,
Anybody's dad at this point,
you look and you see
except for maybe mine.
there is
He
no
would
reception.
cry.
Of course.
I just look at the
Nothing.
Triton.
No
and
bars.
I just go, did you know this would happen?
No, at this point his voice has just gotten really high pitched, and even though before like he had like kind of the glistening moistured skin, now he's just sweating bullets. He's like, no, this never happened before. I just found this book, and he kind of like points to the book that he had on a table behind him, and you see this dark leather-bound book in tatters, kind of weathered, beaten up, kind of just these dark stains on the pages as it's kind of opened to a page written in a language you don't understand.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I can tell what kind of anything is going on around here? Because Arabella has some experience with the summoning of things.
Okay.
I think we all know what's going on here.
I'd rather not be. I'm only 16. Thank you.
Can give her
you
the help action?
explain a bit more about like what you're trying to investigate with this Arcana? Like, are you trying
Like,
to?
is the spell like? Can she tell by the pentagram or the whatever diagram on the ground? Is he held in place? Is he not held in place? Is this weakling Triton boy going to be a worthless piece of worthlessness? And am I going to cast a spell on him? Like, I just want to try and assess the situation by rolling Arcana.
Sure, no problem. Roll me that Arcana.
Beautiful.
I think
And yes, you
Succinct.
can
I love
give
it.
the
God fucking damn it.
Arcana if
Please help me.
Zola, if you wanted.
I'd like
I
to
grew up
like
in the Hollow.
sneak over to the book, like sidle over, because I want to
Okay.
grab the book. But I
You-
don't want to
So-
attract attention from the demon.
He is kind of like looking around at each of you in turn, but you can kind of try and sidle out of his gaze while he's not looking at you for sure.
Does help give
so
me advantage?
Zola's giving you
Oh, thank
advantage.
heavens.
She's helping you out.
Come on, girl.
Okay, it's so much better. 16. Tell me what I get.
Okay. So while you don't recognize this particular arcane glyph on the floor of this room, you do know some basic facts about summoning. You do know that if properly drawn out, the summoning circle should hold the creature so long as the creature itself isn't more powerful than the drawn circle. If the spell, the incantation, was properly performed, the ritual properly followed meticulously, there should be a degree of subservience to from the summoned creature to the summoner. But this is a lot of ifs. You don't know how they prepared for this ritual.
Just listen to the dude. I'm
Be
not
like,
confident.
Carl, ask him if we could leave.
Arbella turns around. When did you show up? Why is she here?
We'll handle that later. Go. There's a freaking demon.
As you turn around, you can everyone roll me a perception check?
No.
Shuts his
Well, I'm gonna
eyes.
do it anyway, so if you don't want to roll, that's alright. But
Oh my god. My dice hate me tonight.
No, no,
Yeah, me
it's
too.
fine.
A
Yeah,
7
no.
for me too.
That's a 7
10.
for me.
Yeah, you had the one up.
Woo, we're
me,
all
didn't you?
garbage.
Hot garbage.
Listen.
so I got some 7s, a 10.
Needs.
16.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just checking if I can. If
I got a natty.
Oh, natty
Oh.
20.
Wait,
Oh,
what
yeah.
kind of natty?
Nothing gets past the pompadour.
And Ren, what'd you get?
16.
So
I'll be the natty.
Ren,
I
you're
think it's past
kind
the
of concentrating on this book. You see, again, this page. You don't understand what's written, but you notice that along the page, there seems to be a kind of ripped portion of text. Dan, you notice that while this creature has been looking at all of you, it's also been shifting. It's also been kind of glancing around the room, in particular at the glyph at its feet, kind of glancing around it very calmly.
Calmly?
And then it looks back up to the Triton. And you hear from, like, in its chest, just. Foolish human. Triton, as it were. You've to be able to control one such as me with this meager glyph. And you see that it kind of stamps down, and these rivulets of flame kind of burst out from its hoof. And what you can now smell, this much richer smell of iron in the air, you see that the glyph on the ground starts to flake away with the power of the flame. And you see he starts to just arch his neck and kind of roll his shoulders as if something that had previously kind of been holding him down a little has now released.
Does the whole thing burn away?
Most of it does.
Okay.
Not all of it.
I'll just look back at Zola. I think I go, "Hey Zola, what is that?" And then I see the others behind them. I see my boy Carl. Then I also see Ori, and the question completely leaves my mind. I'm just there, like, what the heck is she doing here?
Okay.
Can I cast Mage Hand?
Casting Shatter. I'm like,
Yeah, I want the book.
Carl's too stupid to know that, but get the book.
See Dad
Demon can
and
wait.
immediately hide behind Carl Moore. I'm like, oh no, it's him.
And so,
No need to cast Mage.
Fellas. All
as
backup
you're
is good backup.
speaking, you see this creature step towards the Triton. And
We're fucked.
so, Arabelle, you want to cast Shatter?
well, I'm ready to cast Shatter right now, but I need to know because it's in the center of a circle, right? And
Yeah.
everyone's outside of the circle. What is the radius of said circle?
So, it's about 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm
In
shattering the
diameter.
shit out of that circle. Let's go.
Okay. Go for it. What's the save?
I am, and
We're
it's,
antagonizing it.
yeah,
That's a
that
play.
is a giant scary beast, and that means I get power and loot. Okay, so con 14 save.
Con save. All right. Let me see.
We have learned that
here.
lesson pretty much.
Death.
It saves.
Okay, well I'm still rolling. It takes half
Yeah.
damage.
No, please.
It takes 9
Carl
damage.
most of all.
Okay. Cool.
What is it made out of?
What is it made out of?
This is important. Is it stone,
flesh.
crystal, or metal?
Nope. Flesh.
At higher levels. Oh no, wait, I didn't read this part. Take the stupid little rolly things in the way. Don't cast it again. Oh, yeah, that's
Sorry. What?
I think she cast it twice.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Sorry.
So I believe you should still have half damage.
Yeah, so it was
First level spell?
18. So then he ended up taking the 9.
9. Okay.
Is he dead?
Yes, obviously. I'm activating my moment of balance.
So as
We're in so much
kind
trouble.
of
This is an awful fucking
as you cast this spell and he's walking towards the Triton, this kind of thunderous sound and this of like a crack fills the air just above its head, and you see it kind of flinch a little bit and stop. It then turns around slowly towards you, Arabella. And it fixes you with its gaze. It says, "Am I to understand that you just attacked me?"
Arabella is going to look. She's, in her prim and proper self. Like, she's super. Her posture is fantastic as always. And then she's going to do the perfect curtsy and be like, "Arabella Vasily, at your service." And okay. Then Arabella, it's too late now. I already
It's too
It
late.
smiles and says, "Arabella Vasily, it's good to meet you, but it won't be for long." And I want you all to roll initiative, please.
Sounds right.
God
damn it.
Henry.
9 wasn't very atomic, Dan.
A mod
It wasn't
20 for
at
me.
all.
I got a 17. Wow.
D
D set as
Alright.
well.
Hot
Give me a
12.
hot second here. I'm going to have to
Hot tuna.
Another hot.
Coming right up.
I'm going to be kind of just adding a lot of initiatives at this moment. So I'm going to need a little bit of time to get through.
Oh, do the
They
second years
will
have
a
actually a turn?
'cause, I believe you guys will need just a little bit of help,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
No faith.
Can you tell me like after this is done, if this is an actual Baylor or not, like a full
Oh, no,
set?
don't worry.
Like not now. Don't tell me right now.
I'm not going to tell you
Because
anything.
I like
just yet. Alright.
good lord. Because that
We're in
is
danger.
if it is
One shot
yes.
kill on anybody.
Danger Will Robinson danger. Well, I don't know about one shot, but
How much health do you have?
Yeah, probably one shot for me.
I've got like 70. Hold on.
Oh, 2 hits.
78. Yeah, 2 hits.
It's more than one.
And my AC,
It's
not good.
Your AC
Okay.
isn't good?
So I'm going to
It's
ask,
bad.
did anyone get from between 20 and 25?
20.
All right. So that's Zola. 15 to 20.
17.
18.
Okay, so 18 and 17. Okay.
Come on, Dan. We need you up there.
And then Arabella.
All the way at the bottom.
Anyone between a 10
I
and
got
a 15?
12. Good old Ori.
Okay. And
I'm sorry, I didn't even say mine. I got a
17 as
17
well. Okay, so you're
Where'd you go
Um,
for,
yeah,
by
for
the
a moment?
Brain was going hard.
I'm just like out of it.
I just
what's your dexterity
Just
between
stripped it
you
off.
and Arabella? Who has the better dexterity?
I have a 17.
I'm
squirrely.
trying to find what says it on my character list. 14.
Okay, so Carl is going to go
Character
first.
list.
You know what I mean? Skills list, the thing on my screen.
The sheet is a character sheet.
I said sheet afterward.
You're so close.
Oh,
I didn't hear that part. All right,
I apologize.
on purpose.
Selective hearing?
Yeah.
Extremely.
So this
Mixed with deafness.
I haven't casted blindness deafness
For all my
yet.
deaf
So.
people out there.
You did once, no?
Not Carl, me.
we're gonna start this off with Zola with Ren on deck.
Okay, yeah. Read the book. Can I just run up and like take it?
So where were you?
Yeah,
I'm
were you
part-
at the
Like the bottom of the staircase. I
door
imagine?
of the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you did go up past everybody,
No.
I'm
or
partway
were you
towards the book.
standing at the door?
I'm probably
Yes, you're partway to the book, Ren.
Yeah. So if you see me,
But I
like
don't think you moved,
I'll
so
lock eyes with
you-
you and like, and then, like,
I guess, but like basically, can I make it with 30 feet to Ren?
You can make it to Ren with 30 feet, yes. The
Yeah,
room
that's all I
itself
wanted.
is 50 by 50, so you can definitely make it to Ren.
Perfect.
if you look like you're walking towards me, I'm like,
Just give it to me.
So Ren doesn't have the book. He's seen the book, and he was looking at it, but he doesn't have the book on hand, like in
yeah, I'm
hand.
trying to get to it,
In
I'm the
that
closest.
case,
and I have a plan.
Well, Dan would be the closest technically, because he went up to the altar.
can I reach it from where I am with Mage Hand? 30 feet.
If you move 30 feet and then you use Mage Hand, yes.
Perfect. I'll do just that.
Wait, but then the hand can't come all the way back to you.
Like I'll cast it 30 feet, like, or whatever, 10 feet from me, 20 feet, however
Sure.
long it needs to be
Mhm.
within the range.
You do so.
Red shaking his head at you. I got this.
No, I can probably read it. And I just like,
No, you can't. There's a missing part of the page. We're gonna have to come up with that later.
well, at least I could reach it from range. I don't want you running up and grabbing it, Ren.
No, I have a teleport.
Save it. This is a CAD trip. I'm just gonna pick it up and bring it like to Ren if I can. Then
Sure. You bring it to Ren.
and drop it in front of him. That's my action,
Okay.
and that'll be it.
Drop it at his feet.
Grab it if I can.
Okay. Yeah. No, for sure. No problem. You can grab it out of the air as it's dropped towards you. Ren, it is your turn. What you do?
So the layout. Where's Dan?
So
And is
Dan
Zola... Yeah,
is on the other side of this room, on the other side of the diagram itself. The diagram itself is in the center of the room. The door with most of everyone is over here. Dan is on the other side of it with the sorcerer. The summoner, rather. And you're kind of like part way on one of the sides. I don't really mind which.
And how close to me is Zola?
Well, it depends. Zola, did you go towards
I would have run like
him
right
on the
up
same
him.
side?
Yeah.
Then she moved 30 feet. So I assumed you moved a bit more than that to get towards the book.
I was trying to sneak my
Yeah.
way over. So I don't know how much.
So
I don't know
you
how far I
were
would have gotten.
close enough to
sneaking.
see the book. So I'll give you that you were about 40 feet towards it. So you were about like 10 feet away from the book. Managed to glance in this kind of brightened space that you could see that missing part of the page. So you're about 10 feet away from Zola.
Okay. So I'm 10 feet from Zola.
Yeah.
I'll go up to Zola and then like touch you as I pass and be like, do you want me to send you to the door?
No, it's okay. I'm ready. Whatever this is, I've got your back.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh,
We're
but
running.
what about Dan?
Dan's fast and he's going to make it. There's rule number 1 in the mercenary troop is somebody's got to survive, and if there's a foe that you can't beat, you retreat and you regroup, and then you come back for a secondary attack. And there's a whole rule book that's part of this, and I don't have time to tell you right now.
What if we just wait to make sure that Dan?
Someone gets left
If we
behind.
can teleport,
That's
let's
their
just wait
motto.
for Dan then.
I got one person, and it's not gonna. I can only tell one other person.
All right, fine.
I send you 30 feet back towards the door.
Okay. So
And then I
Zola
run my additional
appears
20.
at the door. And you move most of the way around back towards the door. Being kind of like 40 feet away. I'm assuming you don't want to kind of cross through near it, so you're going to going around, circumventing, right?
Yes, and I probably, you know what I'll do is I'll take a dash action. Because it's a bonus action to do the teleport. And so I'll dash, so I'll have 30, 40, 50, 50 feet of movement from where Zola was to get to the door.
Okay, so you are at the door, even a little bit past if you want.
Wait, perfect, yeah. So I'll wait at that door with the book like in my, I'll probably like put it in my backpack kind of thing, like object interaction.
Okay.
What?
And then I'll
Read the book.
Well, yeah, I'll glance at the page, but we can't read the writing, and I see that part of it's missing anyways, and I'm like,
But Zola
I
said
don't
she
know-
might
I
be
don't
able
know
to
how
read
many
it.
pages are in it. You know, if one's ripped, maybe there's stuff on the other pages. But I don't even know that it's ripped, so I'm not saying any of that.
I put a fucking bookmark and I put it in my bag. This is not happening right now.
Another
This is
use
not
of
the
the
time for it.
towel. It's perfect. It uses as a bookmark.
Oh my god, yes.
Put it
Yeah,
into
I
the-
put the towel in the page and wrap the towel around the book so it's protected because it's falling apart. Yes, absolutely. And then I'm going to, if I can, just take out my hand crossbow and be ready with that from the door.
No problem.
Essentially all I can do.
All right. After you, It is the summoner in the red robe. So he, while all of you are kind of potentially looking at this beast in the center of the room, Dan, you see him kind of like glancing around nervously. He's like, gotta get out of here, right? We gotta get out of here. Kind of turns to you, Dan.
What the hell? You started all this. You better clean it up.
Okay, yeah. I can do that. How can
You need
I?
me to keep this guy busy? I look up at the.
Could you?
Yeah, why not?
That would be so much help. Like seriously, so much help. Okay, wait. What can I do? Okay. And
Hey,
he's
chop,
going
chop.
to cast magic missile at the creature.
14 of them?
Not quite 14
Through a
of them,
box or through a hex star? Sorry.
but
Double
Through a
it.
hex star, yeah. Double it.
let me see. That's
Doubles are
really
safe.
weird. D&D Beyond just rolls one of them instead of, even if you
Hmm.
do it, like in the spells itself, it's supposed to do multiple darts,
Yeah.
and it only rolls one. That is so weird.
Not the
By the
smartest.
way, we're seeing your rolls. I don't know if you want that.
That's interesting too. All right, so I'll keep that one anyways because it's
Mhm.
On D&D Beyond?
Oh.
Shit, I'm not paying attention.
look, I don't mind. It's
Joking, I'm just-
it's your
I'm
key
joking.
base at this point. So
I'm
like,
joking.
That's true.
they're helping you out here. I thought I
Make
did,
them private.
but
That's why
regardless,
you
it's all
made
good.
them. They're not private.
So that was a 3,
whatever.
and I have
Regardless
I don't know.
or irregardless.
so,
It's one of those weird words that means the same thing.
Who's to say?
Irregardless and regardless are the same. Flammable and inflammable. It's one of those sets.
okay, 5 more. Ooh, those are pretty good.
I was mid yawn. I couldn't say it fast enough.
11, 14, 17,
Oh, I get past the door.
and
Oh,
21.
that meme of like seeing Ori as my pass. It's from the Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah, like
Mm.
from Umbrella Academy when they're in the car. Yeah. Number 5, I think, and Anya.
All right. So you see that these 6 glowing darts of magical energy slam into the back of this giant fiendish creature. And it kind of you see it kind of like rock just a slight little bit as if kind of like recognizing the hits, but that's it. It doesn't even turn to face this caster. It's still gazed at Arabella.
That's it?
Carl, you're up. Arabella, you're on deck.
I'm gonna look back at Ori. I say, Ori, you know what to do. And then I'm gonna charge the
Okay.
fucking thing.
I got you, man. I got your back. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's hunt's a hunt. You'll get him, Carl.
And as a bonus action, I guess I'll rage. And fuck, do I want to attack
It's the episode where Ren loses
recklessly?
all his friends.
You wish, okay?
Just keep Zola out of the thing, protect her outside, and then and have her read the
That's
book.
what I'm good at.
That's a
23 does
23
hit.
to hit. I'm not.
It does.
Does it? Phew. Okay. Yeah. And it is magical
You
damage.
do have a magical sword, yes.
So that, unfortunately, is 10 points of damage. And then I get another attack. Recklessly.
Oh,
That's a natural 20.
all right. Carl comes out swinging big on his first turn.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's hard to stay away from him
See that roll is. Ooh.
when he gets to work. Oh,
30 points of
There it
damage.
is. All right.
Ha! Ha! Take that. And that.
Holy shit. Carl.
So as you go and kind of just gouge into this creature's flesh, you see that your blade scores a large gash across its leg because unfortunately you're not big enough to go really much
Yeah,
farther
I'm so
than
tiny. I'm like
its
hitting his
leg.
knees.
But you see that still you kind of slice into its flesh, and this it feels, and it kind of turns its gaze towards you and growls.
You are quite the bovine. A fine bovine.
Is that what you all you got in your turn? All right, Arabella,
Yeah, that's
you're up.
it.
Ori, you're next.
ooh.
We'll go. She's like super excited and immediately is going to give. Do I give Carl Bardic or do I give Dan Bardic? Carl's doing great. I'm gonna give it to Dan. Dan, get in there and help him. Just like go.
One's next.
So
Combing my hair.
yeah, your hair looks great. Just get in there.
Ooh, that's all I need. That's the Bardic inspiration. You giving
That's
me
the
a compliment.
inspiration. 'Cause he
Ooh,
like, up here.
immediately like flexing everything.
Going Saiyan. So actually, I want to cast Scorching Ray from my Phoenix fan that I never use, or very rarely remember to use, and now I want to use it. So,
This is a big red
I know
dude.
I know he's fired. I don't have attack unless I want to use Vicious Mockery. Unless I shatter again, and I can't shatter. Everyone's there.
Don't worry. Cast your spell.
Shatter me up.
Now you got me all fucking. I know he's fiery. He has a fire
Dan
whip.
and me are also like.
He does have a fire whip, yes.
I think I'm aware. All right, can I cast
It's hot.
blindness and deafness
Just
on
his
him?
presence.
Sure, yeah.
Con save 14.
All right.
Yeah, we're from an
That's
adventuring
good.
academy.
That's
It's
really
okay if we metagame, right? It's canon. It's like our characters can metagame.
You see Arabella take out the fan. You're like, this is not the time.
That's what they teach you.
We
We're
learned that in
discussing
class.
strategy as
But it's
Don't
red.
you
You
remember
red
the
guy.
professor's class? He said
You just step out of your body.
I go for the legs. And you go for the
so
top,
he does
man.
save, unfortunately.
Okay. Bonus action I did. Arabella, from what I recall,
probably only had to like beat a 10 or
Arabella,
something.
from what I recall, is on like the steps. I don't think she went down the steps.
Bastards.
You were at the door.
Yeah, so up top.
I'm so scared.
You were down the steps because you wouldn't have been able to see the room if you were up the steps. So you were at
Probably
least
were
at the
like
door.
peeking, but okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like you were peeking at the door. You wouldn't have been able to be seeing like peeking if you were still up the steps. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then let me see if there's anything else I can do. I can't start performing. That's an action, correct?
Performing what?
Hold on. As an action, you can perform until the end of your next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you gain advantage on saving throws. So yeah, as an action, which I've already done.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I guess Arabella will take a couple steps back. That's not her job to be in the front line. So we're just gonna retreat, but not too far. She wants to still be in the fight, but she's just gonna make the distance a little greater.
Okay, so you're gonna back up into the hallway.
Will she still be able to see the giant creature?
Not so
Okay,
much. No.
not into the hallway. Maybe. Okay, I guess she'll just stay where she is.
Basically, the further you get from the door, the less you'll be able to see of this creature.
She's gonna give herself half cover by going behind the wall, I guess.
Okay. So you're gonna pull a little kind of head out from the edge of the door.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera.
Gotcha. Ori.
I'll like look around and be like, all right, I've been waiting for something like this, a challenge, and Carl's in trouble. I'll see Arabella by the doorway. I'll go and like hide there too. I'd be like, this isn't the time, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry quick, and we'll talk about it later. And I'll whip out some bones and shake them, and cast Moonbeam at the fourth. Can I do this inside, or do I have to be outside? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you
I'll
can do
cast
it inside.
Moonbeam at the fourth level.
Okay.
On it.
Con save.
Yeah. Con save of 13. Super.
It beats it, but it still takes half damage, I believe.
Yeah, half damage. 4d10.
Roll it up.
And it's radiant damage, and if they're a shapeshifter, they revert form. I don't get it. Well, it's only 17.
Okay. So see it contort. No, I'm joking. So, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Ori?
No, that's it. So if it saves, the spell doesn't stay there, right?
It does, I believe.
Still
It's
does?
just it's not affected as much as it might have otherwise been.
Okay, sweet. And I could keep using my action to keep it there, I believe.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
It's a concentration. You're maintaining it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be doing that, kind of like ducking by that doorway and trying to keep this spell. I'll be like, distract him, Carl. I'll try and keep it up.
Cool.
Yep.
So after you see the blonde halfling is like looking around frantically and says, "Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! You lizard, cold, Carl, I think you said your name was. My god, you guys are so brave, just running into it and attacking it like that. Keep going. You got this. Oh my god, you actually wounded it. You're amazing." And he's gonna give you bardic inspiration.
I was gonna tell you to shut up, but that feels really nice. Actually, I really appreciate the
the love,
whatever you're doing.
And then he's gonna cast fairy fire, and let's see if this holds.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's
good.
Unfortunately, he does save this as well, just barely. However,
Damn. Of course it does.
I feel like we're gonna hear a lot of that tonight.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, it is the fiend's turn. Carl, at the beginning of the round, you take 10 points of fire damage.
As I should. Fuck.
And it's going.
Can I have that, or is it
It
magic?
is
And I
fire
can't have it.
damage. So even if it is basically that you are within its vicinity, and its presence, its very nature, is kind of burning.
Some might call it its
in
aura.
fact, call it its aura.
Rick Roll.
And it's going to see you after having just not decimated its leg, but wounded it pretty gravely. It's going to
Slashed it.
attack you twice.
Mhm.
Once with its long sword.
Yeah.
You didn't attack recklessly, did you?
I didn't. I did.
You did?
I believe I did. I believe I did.
Because I know you were saying, I don't know if I should. I don't know if you ended up doing it.
He did.
He
He said
did.
it anyways.
Okay.
I did.
So it will have advantage on this attack against you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know your AC, so I'm not going
Yeah.
to kind of ask you if it hits or not.
No, it's 16.
It does hit.
For everybody else. I'm sure
You'll
it
be
does.
fine.
So
You'll be fine.
It only has a plus 16 to hit.
no, it did
Did it
not crit.
crit?
It did not crit. I will always let you know if it crits. So that is 23 points of slashing damage. Yeah, no, for sure.
Can I have it or no?
You're raging.
Okay.
Ooh, that looked like it hurt.
So
And 13 points of lightning damage. That was its first hit.
and that was its first
You
hit.
can also have this lightning damage, by the way.
That's
I'm not telling you any halves. I'm just telling you the flat damage.
You can have lightning damage as a barbarian?
Understood.
He is the bear totem barbarian,
No.
I'm a
which
I'm
lets
a
him
bear.
do so.
Yeah.
So it's everything except for
Psychic and
psychic
force,
damage, I
probably.
think. No, a force I can have as well.
That's
The
cool.
bear
It's
totem
just psychic I can't
is a beefy boy.
Matt, good.
And so it's then going to attack. So it kind of
That's not gonna help me
just
for long.
nonchalantly slashes across with its long sword, kind of scoring across your chest with this kind of searing blue light, and you feel it kind of just echo in. You don't take as much damage as you might have, but that hurt. After with its whip, rolls a 27 to hit, and this will be
Oh boy.
15 points of slashing damage, plus another 10 of fire.
Okay.
And
I'm still up.
You bloodied?
wait, Dan,
No,
I'm sorry,
not
I
yet.
didn't get your.
Oh, I had a 9.
You had a 9. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just figured you put me at the end.
Yeah, no, you're actually right before the hobgoblin.
Okay.
You are right after this, the dragonborn that's going to go now. But I am going to alter my. Yeah.
One. Oh yeah, Ori won already. Yeah.
So the dragonborn, seeing everyone kind of attack, and it's just going to try and do what it can as well. And you see it kind of take out from underneath its robes this bow and arrow, and it casts. Look, it's gonna do what it can.
Sorry.
And it's going. You see him whisper a few words. She whisper a few words.
If we survive this, I'm beating the hell out of these guys. You
Absolutely.
with me, Dan?
How are you doing, by the way?
I'm like fucking bloody and scorched.
I'm great.
Good. Give me a
Attack
boost.
twice.
We can't let this thing out into the city.
It's my turn. Give me a boost.
All right, so that's
No, I was
Sorry?
talking to Carl. Sorry.
okay. So that's going to be a hit.
Can't ask the DM to give you a boost. That's cheating.
For chips and soda.
You come all the way from your place to my place.
A little bit of
I'll
that
come all the
herbal. I'll come all the way.
I'm waiting. And it's going to attack once more. That barely hits.
I wish I had some chips.
I mean, I think you do have some snacks.
Oh, I do. You're right.
And that, as you see, she shoots out 2 arrows hitting this creature. They pierce the skin, but you see that they barely pierce it, like just enough that you see the arrowhead kind of goes in, but then kind of falls out from the wound it just made, not staying in, and unfortunately not dealing as much damage it might have otherwise. And Dan, you're up.
All right. So I'm standing there, fixing, just perfecting his pompadour, and then he looks over at Carl, and he rushes towards him. I jump on top of him, and I want to bounce off. How big did you say this demon was? This fiend?
I didn't say exactly, but it is a huge creature.
Is he
So
huge?
it is
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm
standing like it is.
size
Its
of a
head
cat.
is almost brushing the ceiling of this chamber.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna leap off Carl, and
Zuko.
kick this fiend in the face.
Go for it.
All right.
Do it, buddy.
Dynamic entry.
Oh, the natty.
Oh, there it is.
God damn.
Take it to the night.
Power of
That's
the
the power of
pompadour,
Coming up.
baby.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
that's very
That's
atomic.
atomic.
Yeah, so right in the freaking chin. So it's max plus roll.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm bad at math, so give me a second here.
Take your time.
9 plus. How does that make sense? Oh, because it already rolled twice. Oh, I see. So if I roll, it's more confusing. My bad.
Most probably.
You got to
Yeah,
use them
so
natty
16
die.
damage in total.
Ooh, very nice. Question: do your strikes count as magical at this point?
And it landed
I'm
on a
pretty
20.
sure they
What a
do
waste.
at 6th
I think
level.
after 6th level you do.
Yeah, I'm 7th level. Yeah.
Cool. So that was 16, you said?
16.
Gotcha.
And
Cool.
so yeah, I kick him right under the chin, and then I look at him, and I go, "I can split an atom with a high kick, baby." And then I'm gonna spin down and axe kick him with my heel for my second strike.
All right.
Uh,
So you see as you're rolling that as you kick him for the first time, he wasn't expecting such a large impact
Ooh.
from a physical hit, especially from a human, a mortal being.
An atomic.
And so
one.
Thank you, Zol.
you see its eyes kind of as your face level with it, as you kind of kicks it up, they open slightly in surprise as you then kind of spin and come down for your second attack.
Beautiful. I rolled a 13. I doubt that hits.
A 13 does miss.
Okay.
So after having experienced this unexpected force behind your hit, it now you have its full attention, and as you come down for that second hit, it
Wait, did you use your bardic?
I didn't. I
backs
forgot I
up.
had it. I honestly, I'm so
Carl,
sorry.
you're the one that has bardic. Oh,
No, I have it too. I
Arabelle
have it
also
too,
has it.
yeah.
Yeah, Arabelle gave it to
But
you.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Something I did forget to do to Carl, so that's not going to happen right now. But now, due to a hit with a melee attack, you do take 10 points of fire damage from this creature. No. I forgot it. That's
Okay, I'll
on
take
me.
10 points.
So,
Well,
but going forward, I'm going to be saying this.
Oh, wait, so 10 points per hit?
Wait. What happened? What happened? Because
no.
I hit the guy. He's on
Upon
fire.
a melee attack,
The
you
aura,
take 10
it's
points of
fiery
fire
aura.
damage from hitting this creature.
But just Carl.
Jesus.
You, because you just hit it.
Oh, me. Okay, good. I thought Carl was taking it again.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that I forgot
Yeah,
to
I'll
do it on
take it.
his turn, so I didn't. I'm not gonna put it retroactively. That was on me. But
I should have known though.
no.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
That's
It's only 10.
That's on me, so I'm not gonna retroactively put this on.
Yeah. So okay. So I just like I
But
get
you missed
burned.
the second, so you're not gonna get anything from that.
Yeah, but I'll just say that like the wave of heat hits me, and then I just like ride the axe spin down back to Carl. So like I just land and I go, ooh, hot, 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 and then I just like run away. And I have the mobile feat,
Yeah,
so,
so you don't
no
provoke
no
attacks of
opportunity
opportunity.
attacks. And I'll run until like, well, I guess the heat, the fire damage only happened when I hit him.
Yes.
From the fiend, how far is it to the others in the room?
Depends
the
on
party
to
at the door.
who. The party at the door is about 30 feet because it's in the center of this circle.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll just like run maybe like halfway, so like 10 feet ish, 15 feet.
Okay.
And like sort of like fanning myself off.
Oh no, you can't.
And then I'll
Adding
spin
as you go.
Yeah, then I'll spin back to face the fiend, and I'll puff up my chest, and my fists are gonna start glowing white. And I will use a key point for a flurry of blows.
Go for it.
And I will use my Radiant Sunbolt for these strikes, and I'll fire off 2 energy blasts at the fiend.
Roll them hits.
Here we go. First one is a 19 to hit.
19 just hits.
Okay. Now we know. For 8 points of radiant damage.
Cool.
And second hit or attack is an 18, which is a miss. God damn it.
Unfortunately, it does miss. But you notice that as you
the
send these
freaking
shots
dice!
in from far,
Sorry,
you
I had
don't feel that
Can
that
you not use
heat
your
hit
bardic?
you.
I keep forgetting.
I will allow you to roll it if you would.
No. Just I'll remember next time. This is a test of my character. Okay.
All right. So after you see, it is now the hobgoblin's turn, and he takes out a flail from behind his back in his robes, and you see him mutter an incantation, and mirror images of himself pop up on either side of him, and he rushes forward towards this this fiend. So him and 3 illusory duplicates run up and stay about 10 feet away, kind of ready for the next. Actually, you know what? He's going to go all in. He's going to action surge and attack. Because why not? He can. So, let me just confirm something. It is great. So, he's going to attack and cast Booming Blade on his weapon. And so you see that as he casts this spell, his flail kind of gets surrounded by this swirling, transparent energy that seems kind of pulse. As he kind of spins it, it builds along the head of this flail, and he goes in for a strike towards this creature. That's going to hit. And that's going to be 2 damage. So 12, 14. And we're back up to the top of the round. Zola and Ren, you're right after.
Where am I in relation to the door?
So you just got teleported right up to the entrance of this door.
Okay, so I'm around 30 feet from the monster now.
Yes.
Perfection. And Ren, you darted in the other direction, 50 feet.
Yeah, I'm like outside the doorway. Like you see my head peeking in with my hand crossbow. I'm like,
Okay, I turn my back. Like, okay, I trust Ren's doing something over there. I'm gonna back up my pals. Just say the word if you guys want to leave. But I've got your back, and I'm going to. There's no
Call
signal!
somebody! Get out of here then and call somebody!
I just rip off my crystal necklace, which in my mind is like holding with my sorcerer power in check. And I'm going to just summon chaos, pure magical chaos in my head, and try and shoot it out at this guy.
Roll it up.
Oh, I'm gonna use meta magic. Give myself advantage. Oh, that's a little bit better. It does not hit. It goes wide.
So I'm going to just grab that actually and bring it back. And as you send off this bolt of chaotic energy, it goes towards the creature. And just as it hits, you see it kind of just, and like with a snort, it kind of just fizzles the spell.
This guy. Shit. I see my magic fizzling, and I say, "Come back!" And I pull some of it back. I'm using all the meta magics I can. I'm gonna make that a bonus action spell, so I'll still have my action to now, like that. It's like dissipated magic in front of me. I'm just going to like beep 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 beep, little kind of concentrated bulbs of that magic, and send out a bunch of scorching rays. But I will roll my wild magic first. It's a 2. It's a 2.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 2.
I feel like you always hit your wild magic.
So excited.
It's not always, but it is. It does happen.
3D100. I assume.
3D100.
89.
Nice.
Sorry, Shaq.
All right, let's see what happens.
You know Red's gonna shout it out on his turn.
All right, a quick second. I'm looking through these. Okay. So, how are you positioned when you cast this spell? Do you have your hands out?
The first spell, yeah, definitely like leaning forward and like throwing my body behind the bolt.
Okay. So, as this happens, you see that your hand starts kind of changing, becoming more roundish, the colors becoming kind of a bit more vibrant, like the color of your skin becoming brighter
This guy's high on
and
mushrooms.
rounder, and turning what the audience will understand as more cartoon anime-esque. And your whole body turns into this caricature of yourself, but with an anime style
He speaks
twist.
Japanese and there's little subtitles underneath.
It's the sun god.
Does it look like me as an anime girl or like a
Exactly
completely different?
like you as an anime girl.
Hubba hubba.
E-girls
Then
Ola.
I grab the magic. Come on, magic, let's go. And I just send it out, like cutting at
Magical
different
fun.
angles. And like I'm in it. I know what I just did with the crystal, so I'm like expecting something to go wrong. So I don't get deterred by this. God, big anime titties, no. Please.
The jiggle
Suddenly
physics.
Zola's chest starts to grow.
No, not the balloons. I'm gonna use this die. Come on. So this is going to be a scorching ray. Oh my god, it misses. I don't know what happens, but it misses.
Don't you have 3 different rays? You rolled 2?
Oh, thank God. I actually cast this at a 4th level. So 1, 2 more. Each above the second. Okay. 21. And the other one misses for sure.
Okay.
Let me overroll my wild magic. 7. Okay. He takes. We'll see what happens when fire hits him. If it's negated or if it's half. 7 fire damage.
Okay. So you see that as your scorching ray hits into this creature, it takes it completely in stride, doesn't take its eyes off of the 3 individuals in front of it, Carl, Dan, and this hobgoblin. It's as if this spell never even happened to it.
Confirmed. And that's my
Do you have
turn.
anything else you'd like to do? Okay. Ren, it is you.
You hear Red shout from behind the door. Fire's not gonna work.
After the fact.
After the fact.
Fantastic.
I didn't know what the anime girl was casting, but then I saw a flaming, a
This is very
scorching
true.
ray, if you will. Okay. This is not great for me. Yeah. Does anyone around the demon look like they want to get away? Like they want to maybe take a few steps back or something?
Dan, I believe, is already a few steps back. Carl, how do you look in this moment?
Bad. I look
Like
bloody.
you need to run or
Soon, definitely. I can maybe take one more round, and then the smart thing to do would be disengage. But Carl's a lot.
But
As we've learned.
Not smart.
that's your answer.
Can I use I'll burn a superiority die, commanding presence you. Yeah. So if I see Carl looking a little worse for wear, but maybe still involved, and our other allies are kind of doing their own thing, and I'm like,
In Carl's mind, he can't allow this beast out into the city. There are innocents.
That's why we love him.
it is why we love him. Yeah. So I think I'll commanding presence, burn a die, and essentially kind of try to persuade our group, not just our group, but the people in
Everybody,
this room.
right?
So the Baylors are gonna hear me, and I'm just gonna kind of say there's an abundance of powerful clerics above us. Retreat to the stairwell, and essentially attempt a persuasion, and then I want to use a maneuvering attack to try and maneuver Carl away.
Sure.
If you'll let me do all that.
Yeah, of course.
Hold on.
Your persuasion versus something of mine, or just assumes you have a DC in your head?
Well, this is for your characters. This is going to try and persuade you to a different course of action. So I would say to roll an insight unless you feel very strongly opposed.
Yeah, I think in this moment you see like Ren like striking like a commanding pose. I roll a 16, so I probably look a bit of the part of a commander in this moment as I like speak to the crowd around me, and then I level my crossbow and like I'll
For
shoot.
his commanding presence superiority die, I am actually going to impose that you will have to roll. You can't choose to ignore him. He's using his skills and his prowess to force this kind of choice upon you, and so I'm going to make it a roll.
Aw, yeah. Well, contested rolls.
This is going to affect you for 1 turn. If you
myself?
don't succeed.
Okay.
And
So
just
it'll be
for all
a
of you.
insight. You
He's
said.
telling everybody this.
Oh, okay.
So those of you fighting, those of you going.
So everybody rolls an insight.
Okay. So
That is a 2.
you see sense in what he's saying. You know that this creature, you don't want it to let it out. But he mentioned there are powerful clerics upstairs. They can help
And I'm gonna die.
you keep this creature contained. You see that, like, even through your rage, his presence on the battlefield is such that you take that second to realize what he's saying, and it makes sense. It clicks in your brain instincts. The more, the better.
The little monkey in Carl's brain with the symbols is like slowing down, giving Carl a second to think.
And the rest of you as well, if you're kind of concentrated on fighting this creature, I want you all to roll that as well. If you all are rather thinking of escaping as well, then that's in line with what his directive was. You don't have to roll.
I'll roll because I'm maintaining that spell and concentrating on it. Ooh, I only got a 10.
What kind of roll?
And
It's an insight.
you gotta get like a 13 or
I got a 16.
or under or something like that,
He got a 16 total.
or 12 or under.
Okay. Yeah, I got 13.
Oh, 16 total.
10.
Rolled it at 1.
So you all see the sense in what he's
Nice.
saying.
Everybody wants to run.
For once, Ren is like striking. I think like Ren's face has like some kind of like bad angles to it as an elf that makes him look kind of uncouth most of the time. Here in the basement, the shadows play on his face that make him look like a mercenary, like a grizzled veteran for a second, right when he says this. Essentially just mimicking Commander Zephyr in one moment. And then I shoot my pew pew.
Go for it.
I was almost a nat 20. I think a 10 does not hit.
A 10 does not hit, sorry.
Does a 27 hit?
A 27 does hit.
Sweet. And then so with a 27, I'm going to use menacing attack. No, sorry, where is it? Maneuvering attack. When I hit with a weapon attack, I can expend my die, add the total of damage, allow a creature that can see or hear me to use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks from the target of my attack. So,
Right.
Carl, you can move up to half your speed to get away from the demon.
I will move. I'll move in line with even with Dan, or just like a little bit after Dan.
Okay.
Like behind him.
Go, go, go.
Actually, no, even.
And then I'll roll my attack, which is 9 plus 4. So 13 piercing damage.
Cool.
And that's my whole turn.
All right. So after you, it is the Triton. And Carl, get ready. It's you next. So he's going to once more cast magic missile because he sees that it was pretty effective the first time. So he's gonna try and do it again. Okay.
I want to get it out working.
Oh. And cool. All right, Carl, it is you. And this the Triton is still going to try and make its way towards the door as well.
I guess I will use a feature because I've disengaged from him basically because of a wonderful Ren. So I'm going to use my wonderful feature as a kobold. So all of a sudden, Carl falls to his knees and says, "Oh, please, no, don't kill my friends. Please, 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 please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, they're so young." So he's going to grovel, cower, and beg. And once per short rest, as an action, you can cower to distract your foes until the end of your next turn. Allies gain advantage on attacks against enemies within 10 feet of me that I can see. So what I'll do is I'll walk closer to him 10 feet, and then I'll flee after I grovel, cower, and beg the rest. So move towards him 10 feet, then I'll move 30 feet away.
So you're just outside the door.
Cool. That's good. Yeah, in front of the spellcaster.
It is you, Ori. You're after.
Cool.
So rolling my nat 1, is it that I can only walk away, or am I able to cast things still while walking away?
You just see sense in retreating to get help. So whatever you do while retreating is up to you, but you just see sense in what Ren is saying.
Yeah, I mean, you also see me like backing, like shooting at it as I say that. Like I wasn't like flee for your lives. I was like,
fair,
everyone
good
retreat.
Point.
Flee for your lives would be fair though, as well.
Okay.
We should be level 10 fighting this. Like to think that we'll all survive. Like even
we're not far off. We can do this.
Sailors are fucking scary.
I have full faith in my friends. I'm going to cast healing.
You can do this as in running away.
I'm going to cast healing
100%.
word on Carl.
Okay.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah, I think that's quite important.
Yeah, he looks pretty banged up. Carl, you okay?
You know me.
I only got to heal you for 5. That's kind of depressing.
Better than nothing.
Um,
I guess we should kind of save the healing until we're down. But whatever. We'll talk about that later.
A little bit of metagaming in the middle.
This is the metagaming episode. Lady.
I think I'm going to start performing. And Arabella's performances are she uses her voice.
We study strategy.
So
like you guys said.
Arabella is just going to start berating and insulting. Not berating and insulting. She's just going to be basically doing like a soliloquy about how the creature stands no chance and should just leave. And she's basically just going to keep just running her mouth in any way possible while she performs. And Maybe we'll recite whatever lines from books that she's read. Macbeth's soliloquy. I don't know why that's coming to my brain. It has nothing to do with anything, but I'm just like, life is but a falling shadow, and go from there.
Okay.
And in doing that, she is making it so anyone who needs to make any saving throws or rolls of the sort can do that with advantage.
Cool.
Feel confident.
Is that your turn?
She's going to also be moving away in that time, so 35 feet.
Okay. So you get to the top of the stairs. Ori, it's your turn.
All right. I guess I'll like stay there next to Carl and try and keep. Well, I'll use my action to keep the moonbeam down. So that's another 4d10.
Go for it.
Does it have to do the save again and every time?
Yeah, it succeeds.
And at the start of its turn as well. So 26 damage, radiant damage.
Okay.
So I'm still shaking up the bones. I'm like, Carl, should I keep it up? What do we do here? No.
Well, we're probably going to be leaving, but I'll grab you. So you can keep it up and I'll pull you along.
Okay, and I'll draw my hood more and keep concentrating on the spell and stick by Carl. I'm with you, Carl.
Okay. And then it shall be the halfling's turn. The halfling is also going to send a little healing word Carl's way.
Wow.
And that'll be 11
So supportive.
points of healing.
You guys should run.
It's like, I'm going to try and hold it. He's going to cast the spell to see if he can hold this creature. Unfortunately, he cannot. And you see that for a split second, the creature kind of stops its movement. And then you see that just with pure will, you see it kind of just flex its muscles. Its eyes just glare with, or rather blare with just magical power. And it breaks through the hold that this halfling was trying to keep on it. And then it's its turn. And you hear it say...
Does it take the moonbeam damage at the start of its turn?
It succeeds, but you can roll half damage for sure.
All right. That's 14 total.
Gotcha. So it says, "Ho, ho, ho, little mice, you're not going anywhere." And it disappears. And then all of you at your backs, other than Arabella, feel a sudden appearance of this heated energy. So Ren, Carl, Ori, Zola, you all turn and see this towering creature right behind you. And it has one attack that it can do. And who is it going to attack?
Freaking puff out my chest.
Pick on someone your own size. Or, in fact, much, much smaller than you.
The grovel and beg and cower is a disadvantage on attacks?
No,
okay, so
everybody
it's
else
still-
has advantage on
Alright,
attacks
gotcha.
against him.
And so, Ori, just to confirm, your AC is 11?
Yeah, it's only 11.
Gotcha. So, you take 21 points of slashing damage from the longsword as it kind of just swipes across at you. as well as an additional 13 points of lightning damage.
Oh boy,
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh,
that's gonna drop a few people.
so 17 and 13.
21 and 13.
Zola, you okay with it?
Can
that was a
I? So 11 AC.
21 and 13?
Who took this?
Or 21 and 30?
21 and 13.
Okay, yeah.
So a total of
13.
34
Ooh.
points of damage.
Damn, but that's just for Ori right now.
That was just Ori on this one strike, and that's its turn.
Oh,
After
That's
which it
pretty
is
brutal.
the Black Dragonborn, and Dan, you're up afterwards.
okay.
So the Black Dragonborn is going to kind of turn and face this creature once more, and gonna kind of drop its bow, being too close, and take out two maces, and just kind of run at the creature and just kind of go and swing twice at this creature. Both hit. That's going to be. Let's see. Okay, cool. And after them, it is Dan.
Alrighty. So when Ori took that damage, do we see anything happen?
You see that as the fiend kind of slashed across with its long sword, it kind of just cut through Ori, kind of leaving this large bloody gash across her shoulder, and then right afterwards, you see this searing lightning arc across her body, kind of just shocking her even further.
Oof.
Uh,
Damn.
Ori,
Okay,
no!
and I can see the fiend now. Like it reappeared.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can all see it. It just teleported.
Yeah. Okay. I was just making sure
Where it
like
was.
it didn't like flash into view as it was attacking and it was still invisible or something. So I'm actually going to. So I mean that looks pretty freaking bad. Sorry, can you just tell me who's not near the door right now, other than Carl and
So Arabella is up the stairs.
Ren?
You, the fighter, the
Mhm.
hobgoblin, and the triton are the only ones not within melee distance of this creature at the moment.
Right. Okay. So I'll rush up to the fiend next to Ori, and I'm going to punch it. Trying to punch it. I don't know. It's a huge creature, so like in its thigh or something.
Cool.
I have advantage.
You have advantage.
You do.
And if I need it, I have a bardic inspiration. Okay. No, that's a 7, but with advantage, that is a dirty 20
All right, that does hit.
for 1d6, and I'll pump a charge of electricity with my knuckles.
Yeah, so lightning damage.
Yes, so 6 is bludgeoning, and then 4 is lightning.
Okay.
And then I guess because I'm there, I'm going to strike it again. Why not? 2 hits.
Okay.
Bop, bop. Do I still have advantage on the second hit?
Yes, all attacks I believe have advantage because of
Freaking hot.
Carl's thing until the end of his next
Yeah.
turn.
I hate to be the bearer
Yeah.
of bad news.
Oh.
Are you taking damage
You-
every time you're hitting?
He is
Okay.
taking damage each time he hits.
Thanks, Brad.
10 points of damage.
He took 10, and he's taking another 10 with the second hit attack.
Yeah, I am. You see, like Dad's like biting his lip, and like his veins in his neck are like all like pierced up, and his skin's like starting to blister.
Yeah, you see that as you're punching it, even with your like kind of like brass knuckle defibrillators on either fist, you see the skin of your fist kind of start to kind of like burn a little bit and kind of like crisp.
Ooh, this is
With
nothing,
each hit.
baby. I went surfing in the plane of fire.
You're so
thanks,
cool.
man. So that was a hit for the second one. It was a 19 plus 6.
Hit.
For 6 damage plus 3 lightning.
Cool.
And then like I come off and I'm like, oh, like sort of like resisting the pain a little bit, and then I want to scoop up. I basically want to run away, but I'm wondering if I can like pull Ori with me as I run away.
Just carry me.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I'll even use like a bonus action to use like a movement feature if I could just like, you know, if I go in a straight line with him, it just like sort of pushes him forward because I know I've already used my action to attack. So
you can move with him, but you'll be moving at half.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Then you get.
Yeah, so then I just go, oh, I grab you, and then I go, this hurts even more. As
I'd be like, I thought you were a creep, but you're actually a really nice guy.
I can't hear you. My ears are burning.
He's a mensch.
Yeah, and
Like
so then I'll
holding
just
on to
And
run
so
towards the
half
door
speed.
with Ori.
Okay, you run up the stairs. After Dan, it is the hobgoblin. Zola, you'll be up next after them. They're going to kind of run forward and do the same thing as they did last time. Hit twice, or rather once with the blade. And that is max damage. Very nice. Okay, and so it slams into this fiendish creature with once more that kind of vibrating magical energy around its flail. And so it is your turn.
Is there enough room around it to get by if you don't have like super speed or whatever fucking Dan has?
You can kind of scooch around it. You are moving half speed through its square, but yes, you can.
God. So
That
I,
would-
If you can, like, it's taking up 15, kind of like 10 feet of area around
Okay.
you. So you have to move, let's say, at least 20 feet to go through them.
yeah, okay. Oh, but Arabella's still. Oh, Arabella,
Arabella's fine.
where are you?
She's fine.
Where are you?
Over here.
No, literally, where are you in the
She-
room?
She's at the door. She
The door or up the stairs?
No,
She
she's
went
up the
up the stairs.
stairs. Yeah.
Okay.
up the stairs. Yeah.
I'm coming. I cast mirror image on myself, so just and then there's 2 anime girls, and we start running.
3, actually. You may
Oh
have
yeah,
made 3 different.
Oh,
It is going to
3
take
waifus.
a attack of opportunity on you.
And I only have 30 feet of movement, so I don't know how you can calculate the like half move.
So you'll be able to move about like 10 feet past him.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yes, you're about like 10 feet away behind him at this point. And so. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
you have
well,
to roll
if he hits me.
with the duplicates.
Which I assume he will. Yes.
He hits
I have to
you.
roll a 6 or higher. I rolled a 16, so he. One
Okay.
anime girl. God.
One of your duplicates flashes away. But you make it past him. After Zola,
Don't look back.
it is Ren.
Wait, also, do I take 10 damage from being around it? Okay.
No,
Only from touching.
that's at the start of its turn, or if you hit it with a melee attack.
Very good.
Okay, so I'm here. Carl's here.
And so is the Black Dragonborn, the Hobgoblin, the Triton is a bit further away, hasn't moved yet. Towards the door, he hasn't been able to make it.
But the Baylor's kind of focused on us now because we've been smacking it the most, I think.
Well, it's basically just
Yeah.
blocking the doorway.
I already used my teleport, which could have really come in handy right now. The cloak of the genie is not going to work versus him. Can you maneuvering attack yourself? Like not attack myself, but like
What does the ability say?
a creature that can see or hear me to use its reaction to move up to half its speed. I can see or hear me, technically. I'll leave that up to you, though.
Technically, the way it's worded, I'll allow it. I don't see why not. You're trying to use a maneuver to get away from this creature.
Mhm.
Well, it's like, can a bard inspire themselves?
Yeah, not anymore. Well, it's a reaction. You can react to your. Oh no, you can't take
No,
it.
it's like a creature other than you. Like it's like something specific this time.
Oh,
Yeah, it
really?
says like a creature other than yourself.
Not you.
Give it bardic inspiration.
I'm
That's
pretty
it.
sure
But
you could.
before with the wording, you could. So I don't see why. They haven't changed the wording for this, so I don't see why not.
Okay. So then I would like to, yeah, if I can, I'll like holster the crossbow. Actually, it's at my belt. And then I'll grab my double-bladed scimitar, make some attacks, and I'm going to see if it hits, and then I'm going to attempt to blade master it up.
Go for it.
25?
25 hits.
Perfect. So on the 25, I'll burn a superiority die, and immediately try to maneuver Carl up the stairs.
Okay.
Okay, you send me.
You get to
all the way
move
up the
half
stairs?
your movement as a reaction. And it doesn't provoke attacks of it.
Okay, and now, but now this fella is in front of me now. Yes. So I'll have to move around him. Can I move around him without an attack
You
of
need to
opportunity?
move through him. You cannot move around him. So you have to take it's difficult terrain basically. So you're moving at half
Okay.
speed.
And I have half of my half, which is 10.
You
So I can
can't get
move
through
10 feet. Okay, so you can't. I can't even do what you want me to do,
Let's see.
Ren, because he's completely blocking my way. And I'm small, but I'm not a halfling, so I don't think I could just move through people's.
No, halflings have a
And even then, it's not
specifically
enemies.
have a specific feat that allow them to move through spaces. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else on my side, like that's an ally to me?
All the rest of the
yes,
second years.
everybody else.
Oh, just the second years though. Not like I don't.
The core boy.
You,
really
Ren,
care
and the
about
second
these.
years are on the chamber's side of this creature.
Ren, save yourself.
Save myself. I can't maneuver myself either. So the
Well, just push through him.
Can I throw him?
On your turn, you can try.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I do that attack. So I do 18 with my +1 scimitar though. So it is a magical weapon, which is nice. So 18 damage slashing. And then I'll attack again because I'm already taking the attack action. Nat 20.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god, the third.
There we go.
And this is max damage plus damage dice.
Plus your roll. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I have to get rid of the the D&D Beyond critical roll because we don't do it like that.
Yes.
So
You have
that's
to roll much.
exactly. So that's 8 plus 6, which is 14. And I'll if I can, I'll add another maneuver to this. I'll do the menacing attack. So I
Sure.
add the superiority
You burn
die
another
to
die.
the total of the damage, and the demon has to make a whiz save DC 16. On a failure, it's frightened of me until my next turn.
It makes it. It succeeds. It's not frightened.
Yeah, I figured. But I still get to add the damage. So instead of being 14, then it's plus an 8. So that's 22 plus
Then roll.
11. So 33 plus the D8. 36 damage.
Cool.
And then I use my movement to go through. So if I have 30 feet, then I use 15 feet to get through the space, potentially while I'm making all these attacks, trying to maneuver people and poking at his
You
eyes.
take 20 points of fire damage from hitting it twice.
Yeah.
But you make your way through.
Wait, what just happened? Okay. And that was my action, and I didn't take a bonus action.
Not yet.
I'm gonna bonus action second wind. So that's a D10 plus 7, and I think I'll leave it there. Here's a question for you before I move on from my turn, which is, what are the rules around shoving things? Like, would I be able to shove?
You need to take an action to
Yeah.
shove. It's an attack action, technically, to shove.
Size plays into it too, though.
That's kind of like.
I think
you
it's only
can't
one
shove.
size larger. You can shove and grapple or whatever.
Okay, so technically I could. So now that I'm on the other side of him, I could shove him potentially and move him, leave enough room for somebody to run through.
You can try.
Well, no, it's huge, right?
It is huge, so it is 2 sizes larger than
Oh,
you.
then I can't. Yeah, so I can't move him.
Too big.
Okay, then I'm not gonna try that. I essentially like square up. Look. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. After Ren, it is the Triton. Carl, you're after. The Triton is going to come. And you know what? Oldie but goodie, he's going to cast that magic missile once more.
Just play the classic.
You're a real one-trick pony, Summoner.
Hey, look, it's working, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's
Yeah,
still
well, see you
alive.
taking it down. And it's your turn.
Uh-oh.
Carl, keep focused, please.
You gonna take that, Carl?
Just to mention the fact that
Running away.
Ren's presence has worn off this round. His turn is just passed.
What does that mean?
You should all retreat.
Yeah.
Right,
You're
right,
forgetting. It's ebbing from your mind. the commanding presence.
But I feel it wasn't
seeming-
like it was a persuasion, right? Like it wasn't a.
Yeah.
Was it a? It's not like a commanding presence, you know.
Well, the thing it wasn't a
So, but
spell.
anyways,
It wasn't meant to tell you like you have to do this. This was like, this is a bad thing. Like this is a bad situation. We got to get out of here. Like he was appealing to your sense of reason.
It was
that
literally
lasted for about a turn.
commanding presence.
Yeah.
It was.
Now it is up.
I'm the
That's what I was
captain
gonna
now.
say. Isn't it called commanding presence?
I think Carl is still like. Also, his friends are now all on the other side, kind of fleeing. He's been very injured, so he's still mad. So he is still going to take his attacks, and he's going to try and do like Ren and run through this guy after he hits him. So, and he's going to attack recklessly because that's what he do. And I'll use. Wait. 23 will hit. I believe it hit last time. I think
it does.
Okay, so I will attack him. That's 14 points of damage. And then I'll hit again, and I'll add my inspiration. It's a D6?
Yeah. Actually, for him, I believe it is a D8. Yes, D8.
And that's to damage, or it's to the attack roll?
We use for it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So-
This is only used for ability checks. Yeah, attack rolls and saving throws. Yeah, so you're good.
Okay, so 21 into total.
This thing was probably so unbothered.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on. Another 15 points of damage.
Okay. You know what? It does do. Still, you're attacking with a magical weapon. A good
Yes.
2 good strikes. You do, however, take 20 points of fire damage.
I take 10 because I'm still raging. Yes.
Yes, you do have it. Yes.
So then I will attempt to move through him. I have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, so you can get through him.
Do I take an attack of opportunity as I move through him?
You don't. It's already used its reaction.
Gorgeous. You guys are on your own.
Zola when Zola. And you go through. Arabella, it is your turn. Ori, you're up next.
In Arabella's vicinity, because Dan picked up Ori and ran. Who are they close to her now, or no?
Yeah, you see Dan rushing up the steps.
And just bloody Ori in his arms.
Ori, how you looking?
Pretty banged up. I'm like clutching Dan, which I would never do. Holding on.
That really hurts, actually.
It's sorry.
I just like plop you at the top of the stairs.
But like, oh, that really hurt.
So I have a question. You can tell me if this is
Sure.
a thing. So I have a potion of healing. Can I give that to Dan?
Yeah.
Is that an item action?
I'm fine,
It'll be a bonus action. Somebody
Liar.
I'm not trying to make him drink it. I'm just
So much posture.
physically handing him the potion. That's still bonus action.
I'll only drink it if you feed it to me.
Can you? I'm
Okay, well,
trying
no,
to
but
heal
if you're just
multiple people
handing
right
it
now,
to him-
Daniel.
It'll be a object interaction. I don't mind. It can just be you're handing him it. You're not actually using it.
I
so,
mean, you can rule it as whatever you want. That's why I'm asking, because my
Yeah,
intent was to
it's an object
cure
interaction.
wounds
You're
on.
not using it. If you were to use
Okay.
it, then I would have you use something, but you're not. So
Okay, because I want to do cure wounds on Ori. Poor Badger Baby is really feeling the pain.
Oh,
And I'm going to
Just
do that.
friendship.
I don't know if I'm going that far, but
did you get my bone apology?
why is my roll not showing? Okay, healed her for 5. And then I was gonna give Daniel the potion so he can hopefully down the shit out of that. Because he would heal more by drinking it himself. Chug that potion, Daniel. Chug it.
Glug glug. Little glaunch.
Drowns himself a little bit.
And then
Aspirating potion.
So, how do you like my drinking?
I'm so impressed. I'm going to cast. Is there? Yeah, there are people around him still. Damn it! I can't do that. I can't do hold person on him, even though he's a humanoid, right?
No, he is not a person.
Not a
Okay,
person.
that's what I thought. I was just checking. I guess I'll try and cast blindness and deafness on him again.
Okay. He saves.
I'm gonna keep walking away. I mean, I'm
Oh,
assuming he's always gonna save. He's got fucking high bonuses and shit.
So quick.
I'm a supporting character, man.
He's got a high con save.
Cold-blooded.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, she
So
gonna
you
walk away
turn
and do her
to
thing.
walk further.
Yeah.
Dead end.
What do you mean? What do you mean there's a dead end?
Dead end.
Where's the door?
It's your turn.
What's all that commotion? Why,
You see it
why are
too.
you yelling?
You're at the top of the stairs. You look. There's no statue. There's no door.
Do you sense like a button or something? There's nothing.
Arabella's looking. Is she allowed to look?
You're like
On your next
inspecting
turn,
it.
sure.
Well, like fake look. She's not actively look currently, but she's like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you're looking around.
A little bit of flavor.
She has dark vision. She can see in the darkness.
Passive perception.
You're looking.
Tell me there's a way
Glasses.
out.
I can't see without my glasses.
In the darkness.
Ori, what you doing?
I guess I gotta
Don't hit us with the Velma now.
roll to hold concentration on the moonbeam.
Yeah.
I have 120.
It's
feet.
not. Well, you don't have to. If you haven't taken. Actually, you took damage.
Yeah, I did take damage. Yeah.
So you have
Yeah,
to roll
roll
for
to
a con save
have
for
saved it
your
before.
I got it
concentration.
because I got Warcast.
Warcaster?
So 17.
You save it. You're good. So it holds. You can use your action if you want to deal damage again.
Would Carl be in the way? Because I have to move it, right? Because he moved.
He did move.
I think
The
I'm
only
out
creatures
of
that
the
are
way
that are
now.
in the chamber still are the second years.
I don't give a fuck about them. Yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah, I'll use my action to
How
move.
far can you move it?
It says 60 feet.
Get
You're
him.
good. You can hit it.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right, hold on, Arabella. Let me, I gotta move this thing. And I'll shake some more bones a little louder this time. I'll be like, come on, Jimmy. You talk.
Do you have to
Get
see
him.
where you're
I
moving it?
don't know.
What does the spell say?
Oh, it's
For sure.
vision. That component to be VS.
That's just verbal somatic. Yeah, no. So what does the spell say?
That's
itself?
verbal.
When a creature, all it says is a pale light shines down.
What?
When a creature enters the spell, they take damage.
Because you can move it.
Enters
you
the
can
spell
move it. See if it says if you
area.
can move it
each
to a
year's
place you can
turn,
see, or if it's like.
use action to move it in any direction.
All right, cool.
It just
You
says
move it
60 feet in
towards
any
the creature.
direction, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess like I knew he was behind me, so I'll like move it towards the doorway where I saw him last. I'll be like, I think
Cool.
he's here. I hope I don't hit anybody. I'll be like, I'll yell down the hallway, Carl, are you out of the way? I don't know if I hear anything.
Yep.
And I'll move it towards him. So yeah, another con save of 13, which you'll probably save.
He does save.
Ah, you're burning me. You're burning me.
That's funny. 33 damage.
Cool. And after Ori, it is the halfling once more. He's going to.
Oh, Well, would I be able to like check the wall too while doing this? Or no, it's too
You
much.
can roll an investigation for a bonus action.
Okay, sweet. Oh, that's a 6.
Okay, so you're kind of padding along the wall, but you're not really finding anything.
Yeah, too concentrated on the moonbeam.
Kind of like glancing back every now and then, making sure the moonbeam has gotten to the creature itself. So this bard is going to try and cast polymorph
Who
just to see. Let's see.
turns reverses it.
Natty one.
Unfortunately, no. He does succeed on his saving throw, and it's its turn.
Uh-oh.
So each of these second years do take 10 fire damage. And from that, he turns and kind of, you see that he just puffs up his chest and just and breathes out this gout of flames up the staircase. Can you guys roll me dexterity saving throw, please?
How's the start of its turn too?
Well, this is its turn.
Yeah, so it
Everybody?
takes another,
It's action.
it takes another moonbeam damage
Okay.
if it starts its turn.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Oh no.
16. Total.
Cool. Okay.
Oh my god.
Do I have things?
I'm rolling so.
I get to roll. This is
Yes,
an
you
effect
do
that I
see
can
it's kind of
see.
his like build up, his chest puff out, and as he kind of like his cheeks kind of puff out, you see like wisps of flame kind of just pop.
Oh, thank God I have evasion.
So I
Yep.
should have
Bardics?
advantage on this.
Yeah, I have a part.
That's
Natty.
17. Does a 17 make it?
Oh,
We did
only
that.
Okay, so one by one, so anyone
Oh, I got
below
26.
anyone above a 20 and above succeed.
20?
Absolutely
That's brutal.
And I succeeded. Yeah.
Arabella, did you heal me before? You did?
Yeah,
For how much?
5.
Nimble boys.
Fuck.
My God.
Okay,
Arabella,
so
I saw you roll that
those
19, and I was like, "You're
that-
safe."
that didn't save fire damage. Those that did save take 25.
Oh
Arabella's
goodness.
up in flames. Arabella's
Oh
dead.
my goodness.
I'm beyond dead.
Baldy?
I'm full dead. I'm full dead.
Are we doing? Wait. Are we using those rules?
Hey, what's your health?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't
Where were you?
I don't know. We never
What's
established
your
these
health?
things.
Use those.
It's never happened in years.
Yeah. What's your health?
I have 30,
So what's
so
your total
I
health?
have 20, half, 40,
as
45 total, 50.
30.
It's done.
So you have to. Well, I think I'm pretty sure in D&D it's you
It's
have to
never
get
done.
to
Wait.
Not
We're
over
in
to
a
the-
Temple of Saloon.
full
to
H-
the-
full
Till somebody
HP.
sings.
I always thought it was half of
So-
the full HP.
No, I thought it was double. So you had to. It's like I have 31 HP. I need 62
It's
to
not
die.
double.
Yeah, if you have a maximum
No,
health of 45, you would have had to have been at 5 hit points left for him to do a total of 50 damage and reduce you all the way to your maximum and instantly kill you.
Yeah.
But you were at 30, so it doesn't happen.
Okay, thank goodness.
Oh, oh.
Rules is
That's
written.
it. However, did
Raw,
anyone
baby.
drop other than Zola?
I dropped 2. I had 27 and I took 50 damage, but my full HP is 56.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
That's fine. I'm just saying Who fell unconscious?
Arabella.
And Ori,
Arbella, Ori, Zola.
the girls.
You see
Okay, the girls.
that he takes another step forward and another step forward. Dan, Carl, and Ren, you see those just fallen. It's coming towards you with its weapons brandished. This kind of grin, having seen 3 of these little creatures fall. And then sudden shock appears on its features. And you start seeing kind of like this, its shoulders kind of pull back. It says, no, not when I was so close. Not. And it kind of, you see kind of like a yanking effect as the material plane just seems to pull his essence. His whole figure just gets sucked out from this plane. And silence falls in this chamber. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Got my fists up and I'm like shaking.
I go heal people. I go do stuff.
I turn to the Triton.
You're in trouble now.
Yeah, okay, just a minute. Okay, later. And you see they also come and start helping. They cast healing word. You see that the so the bard goes cast healing word. You see that the black dragonborn goes and
Oh, I've got
casts
the potion.
You better save those
cure
heals.
wounds on Zola. You see that the Triton goes and casts a healing word on Arabella, and they get them back up. But we will pick that up in the next session.
But as he does that, I am gonna
Yeah.
punch him in the head. Like that's I'm not gonna blade him, but I'm
We'll pick all this up
absolutely gonna
next
deck
time.
this dude.
So you will be able to enact this scenario however you wish once we pick up next time on Aglarond High. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you can find us on all the socials at TheHexagonTTRPG. And once more, picking up from the lovely line that Brent left us with last time. See you later. We are Hexagon.
Hey.